feel sadness, a deep welling of sadness, pouring out of every orifice of my skin. I feel sad, so I write. I pick up my book of emotion, put my pen to paper, and write. I have no clue what will come out, what ink will spill onto the pages, like blood pouring down darkened streets after a bloody massacre, a destroying of souls. I feel sad, so I write. I have no clue what will come out, but there is a surging, searing compulsion to write. My bones ache. My neck tense from the awkward position from which it hangs my head carelessly, without the energy required to make the adjustments for comfort. What's the point? Every effort made to ease these weary bones, the drills of therapy, movement, willing my body to move. Please, move. The numbing required to get through the day. But what is the point of it all? With every physical effort made for healing, the weight of the repressed heart, pained emotions come crashing atop, once again crippling in the body's efforts to heal. When will you see? When will you see that the spiral comes from the unnecessary war that's been waged against mind and heart, with the body as the unwilling, unconsenting playing field? The mind tries to block the flow of my heart, afraid of the torrent of emotions that lay beneath the weight of tears, darkened, sorrowful, pained tears, ripping at the very fabric of my decomposing internal flesh. My mind hunkers down, barricaded behind walls of numbness, unfeeling, a place disconnected from the vehicle that carries out its bidding. The mind sees the heart as its enemy, like the moon versus the sun threatening to steal the daylight. But the heart gently whispers back, I am not your enemy, the carrier of animosity and strife. I am not your adversary, sent to steal your joy for life. Listen, please, just hear me for one moment. You see, the sun and moon are not enemies, fighting for ownership of the sky, but instead they are partners, giving each other time to rest. Like darkness and light jostling for power, notice that the real power lies in unity. When we combine our strengths, exalt each of our unique qualities, we create the balance required to create and sustain life. Do not hide from what you call painful emotions. Their aim is not to cause you harm. You see, when you painted me your adversary, the gifts I sent got contorted and represented as weapons. When I send through sadness, it's not a knife used to sever limbs, but instead a warm blanket to warm the cold buried deep within. You see, sadness is my way of communicating that I need your time. My way of asking you to pause and acknowledge my heart. For when I hurt, we hurt. My role is not to punish or judge, but on the contrary, The vehicle to signal it's time for self-compassion, time for self-grace. You see, it's okay to feel these feelings of loneliness and sadness. You've been hurt, and my desire is to acknowledge the pain with you. My role is to sit with you by the fire, wrapped in this blanket of warmth. Listen intently as you whisper your pain and sorrow for all you've lost and mourned. You don't require your body in this place of honest truth, for there is no fight required for me to hear from you. I've always been your guardian, faithful by your side. No judgment exists here in this place of unwavering understanding and pride. Yes, I say pride, because it's from a place of truth I stand. I've witnessed the battles you faced in your heart and mind. So with pride, I acknowledge the journey you faced while feeling alone. But I want to let you know, you've never been alone. I've walked beside you, in, through, and around you. I've carried the weight of pain and sadness silently, whispering, you are not alone. But now time has passed, and the weight too much to bear. For we were not designed to walk alone. This load we were meant to share. So now emotions spill out, threaten to overwhelm. But I'm not trying to hurt you and scare you further away. It's just this load needs processing, and this is the only way. You see, the vehicle that sustains us both can only do so much. An unwilling casualty in this war of misunderstanding. So I must be more forceful in the way I reach out, because now this is a battle for our survival. This body we cannot live without.